Well, it's Friday, for you at least. For me, it's still Thursday, so coming to you live from back in time, it's time for a walk and talk. My hat's a little off to the side. You ever wear a hat that makes your head feel small? Like, I don't know what's going on here. I feel like this baseball cap is maybe slightly too big. I don't know. Yeah. Wow, that guy's car sounds terrible. I know he thinks it sounds good. It does not. Anyway, let's talk about updates in the metal detecting world. One thing that comes to mind, I see that Gypsy Jules' birthday bash hunt has been postponed. Been postponed really close to the start of the hunt date. So I think it was going to be on, the meet and greet was like Halloween, Friday of the Halloween, and then the hunt was the next day. That's rough. I think it's been postponed to like March or February, or, you know, maybe that's good. I was thinking about going, but man, Friday night on a Halloween? I'm not that old, okay? I gotta go out. An adult beverage might be consumed. The idea of me hunting on a Saturday morning, like in a seated hunt, it's rough. Now I might go out and like do some detecting the day after Halloween, but it's gonna be in the afternoon more than likely. And there is a high likelihood that that Saturday morning, I am not going to be in the best of spirits. I may be potentially dehydrated. I may be nauseous and experiencing other issues due to possible adult beverage consumption on the night before. I might even do a trick or treat the night before on this Friday. You can't tell with me. Now there's a good chance I want to have a costume for Halloween. If anyone else here is going to dress up, you know what, son, it's bad. If anyone else is going to dress up for Halloween and wants to dress up, let me know. Let me know what you're going to be. I think this year I might make a good Frankenstein, you know. I don't know if you've ever seen me in person and you think that I would be a good Frankenstein. You know, let me know. I'm tall. Okay, I'm 6'3"ish, 6'4"ish. You know, but like I used to be like real brooding and big, but now I'm like kind of thin. So it's like, I don't know. If you have an idea as to what I should be for Halloween, let me know. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll leave it up to the channel. What should I be for Halloween? You know, I would make a good vampire. Man, wouldn't you love to be a real vampire? If I ever got turned into a vampire, man, some people would be getting it. Okay. I don't want to say that I'm like vengeful, but some folks will be getting ate up by yours truly. That's just, it is what it is. And then I'd have to like detect at night. They'd be like, what's that guy always detect at night? Oh, he's a vampire. So you has to. You got to detect at night now. Whatever. You know what's funny? This is just an aside, okay? And I also do this. I wear a lot of camo pants, okay? I have found that a lot of detectorists wear camo pants, which is funny. You know, I don't know. But nothing makes you more invisible than a metal detector. That's a fact. You want to get more invisible? Wear a yellow vest when you're out metal detecting. Actually, I'm dropping some serious knowledge on you guys. A yellow vest when you're metal detecting will make you the most invisible person in the world. For some reason, people will see you, but they won't see you. And you can bet the farm on that one. All right, now I've gotten off on this Halloween tangent a little too long. Let's talk about some other stuff. In my last walk and talk, I talked about the Nokta 2, or the Nokta Legend 2, you know, and the question kind of was like, where are we at in the state of metal detecting technology? Well, I contacted a dealer about pre-ordering it, because I was thinking about pre-ordering it, and I got sent, clearly, he sent me this link, and I won't mention which company or whatever, but $999 to pre-order, to put down a pre-order. You know, like I could kind of see putting down like $100 deposit maybe to pre-order something. And I know how pre-orders work, okay? Unfortunately, I'm not young, so I've been around the block a few times. But man, $1,000 to drop on a pre-order? I haven't seen a single like video of it in action yet, so I'm gonna have to hold on to it. Now look, I'm for Nokta. I like Nokta. I do. I just I don't know, man. And when it comes to that too, I don't like throwing shade at people, but like when Garrett was coming out with the Vortex, man, I was really excited. The prospect of an American company putting out a product that was gonna like rival some of the international competitors like XP or MindLab, man, I was really rooting for Garrett. And then when I saw, and by no means don't let this, I'm not lumping Nokta in with this at all, but this is kind of another thing that has really irritated me. I saw that basically they had one piece of hardware and then they were paywalling the software. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, it's like the BMW heated seat subscription service. You buy the car, but if you wanted to use the heated seats as an option, you had to pay like a monthly subscription service, okay? So you buy this hardware. Now the VX5, the VX7, and the VX9, they're all the exact same detector. You just unlock by paying different levels of software. And they're trying to pitch it like, well, instead of upgrading your detector, just upgrade the software. Okay, it's paywalled software. So in order to unlock the physical attributes that you already have, you have to pay an extra fee. And to me, that's just dirty. Okay, and let me tell you something. They had a Southern Relic Adventures had a video, it was a live stream when they were coming out with going to release the VX9 or the Vortex, okay? And I was in that chat and I was like, I want to know more about why you're paywalling the software. Well, they wouldn't respond to it and they muted me. That burned. Because I'm like, this is a legitimate question. Okay? So since then, I've really become disillusioned with that, to be quite honest. I mean, for example, this hunt that I'm helping get together for, when I say helping, limitedly helping, but the Golden Triangle open hunt that's coming up, which I do suggest you guys sign up for if you're going to be in North Texas or the Dallas area. It's going to be a fun time. The Hunt Master's Harold Rose, he's got a channel on here that's called Too Many Hobbies. You know, he posts every once in a while. Harold's a good guy. All that aside though, I was like, look man, I don't want to load it up with a bunch of Garrett stuff. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't related to that one thing. I keep getting the sun behind me, so I'll turn around. But that really bothered me. It bothered me so much that I guess you could say that I've got a little bit of a grudge. And like a lot of you, I started with a Garrett. Okay? It got me into the hobby. But that little whole thing, not wanting to answer the question. And then you know, the thing comes out and how is the sun still behind me? And it comes out, it's a piece of junk. Now, if you're one of these like YouTubers or, yeah, because it's YouTubers, I'll get into this. And you're still out here trying to push the Vortex, you're doing a disservice to people because it ain't where it's at. Now, Garrett did allow a couple clubs to take the machine and the users could use it whenever they want it and test it. So I've talked to several people who have taken it and using it. Oh, and the caveat is that they needed to have a picture taken with it. Someone had to take a picture with it. Someone asked me to take a picture with it and I was like, that's never gonna happen. Anyway, every single person was like, this is a kid's toy. This is a kid's toy. It is not well made. It doesn't feel good in the hand and we don't like using it. And I put my name, that's just what people are telling me. You know, ask anyone. Ask anyone that uses other detectors too, that's also used it. You get the same answer. I don't want it to be like that. That's just the way it is. You know, I don't want to have to pay more for electricity, but it's more expensive right now. You get what I'm saying? You know? I don't want to have to pay more to go to a seated hunt because silver is $53 an ounce, but it is. That's the facts, okay? So if you're in the market for a metal detector right now, if this were 4 or 5 years ago, I would be like, hey, you know, if you want to get into the hobby, you want a starter machine, get an Ace 400. Whatever. You know, just not anymore. Not anymore. At some point in time, I was like, get a Simplex. Speaking of that, which was really the greatest value for the cost of entry to get into this hobby for quite a while. I bought both my brothers' Simplexes. Now I'd probably say, you know, maybe like triple score or something. I don't even know, maybe that's too much, I don't know, but that's all besides the point. Needless to say, this is why I have a little beef with this particular situation. I wish I could recommend this great American company, but I can't. And it's not, I'll tell you this, another thing too, I know that I've gone off on a bit of a tangent about this, but it means a lot to me. I've read so many Charles Garrett books, I don't know how many there are, but a lot. He would be upset. I can almost guarantee you he would be upset. It's really a shame. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. So, and maybe things will change. You know, I'm not the type of person that's not willing. If I'm wrong, school me. Okay? That's, you know, I'm more than willing to try new things and accept that sometimes things change. Things can change for the better. They don't always change for the worse, okay? So anyway, I don't know how we got here. Luckily, I barely know where I'm at, so that's good. But anyway, I should get off that because it's kind of negative. And you know what? I'm still rooting for you, Garrett. I still want you to do something because as much as the Vortex thing really bothered me, Garrett still puts a lot of money into supporting the hobby. They support a lot of clubs. They have good hunt packs. They still make a decent pinpointer, although it takes a 9-volt battery. Come on, people. Put a rechargeable lithium in the pinpointers. Hey, same beef with Mind Lab. Mind Lab came out with the Profine 40, still uses a 9-volt. What's the deal? I've got a Profine 40. I've got a Garrett, had about 4 or 5 of them. I currently use the XP MI6. Got about 3 of them. It's just how I roll. It's what I like. I can charge it up once a week. don't gotta like have a rotation of rechargeable 9-volt batteries. And you know what? That's another thing about people who, with the 9-volt battery pinpointers, we'll just turn the 9-volt upside down. There won't be no parasitic draw while you're not using it. How about just put a lithium rechargeable in there, for God's sake, okay? This walkie-talkie's got my blood pressure up. What else is going on? You know what I continue to really enjoy? Let's talk about some positive stuff. FocusSpeed.com. I don't know if any of you guys follow Focus Speed. I'm sure some of you do. What a great metal detecting resource. Always having good interviews. They got an interview here that just popped up with Paystreak Super Freak. Now, I like Paystreak. I do. I think we have some differences of opinion when it comes to like detecting styles, but he's a hell of a detectorist. He digs the targets, man. Does he go a little fast for me? Yeah, I think so. I like to go a little slower. It's just my style. I change it up. Sometimes I go fast. This weekend I'm going to be going fast because I'm going to be at the Lone Star open hunt. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if I'll make a video of it, not to segue completely, but I may. And we may talk about how much this seated hunt costs versus what do I get back from it, since that seems to be a weird topic of conversation online. You know, a lot of people will be like, well, it wasn't worth paying it. Well, when is it ever? And also, what makes something worth? Like for me, it's going to be fun to go and be around other members, do some treasure talking, tell some lies, tell some tall tales, hear some especially. I love hearing them big old tall tales, man. I once caught a fish this big. I like that. It's colorful. It just makes things better, okay? I'll be eating some hot dogs. And please tell me why, if you know the answer, why are hot dogs, how can I never get away from the sun? Why is that like is that like the official food of metal detecting or something? I don't know what's up with that. Every time I go to a thing, it's like, oh, we got hot dogs. First of all, if you take a look around, metal detectorists, generally, maybe they're not the best group. The sun is still behind me. They're not the best group of people. Probably, maybe I'm just saying they probably shouldn't be eating hot dogs. Maybe nobody should be eating hot dogs. They're not good for you, but I'm just saying, like, we as metal detectorists, I don't know that this is a sport. I do have a patch that says the sport of metal detecting. But I just don't know if that's the thing. You know, we're kind of like the bowlers of the outside doing stuff physical world. Just an observation there. That's why these walking talks are so important. You ought to go on a walk when I'm doing them. We'll walk together sometime. Get that cardio up. It's good for you. Get steps in. That way you can find more treasure in the future, because there'll be a future. Anyway, let's see, I've rambled on a bit. I've complained too much. Sun still behind me. It's just not, there's a conspiracy happening here. Or I'm just completely stupid. Possible. As stupid as I may be, I dig those holes, I get that treasure. Speaking of which, been using the Manicore consistently. Got a couple silvers with it, which you'll see, I guess, either this Monday or next Monday. I'm trying to stack these videos. But you'll see me find a little bit of treasure with it. Man, we're behind on totals though. I got to get them numbers up. So that's the goal, is we got to find some more money and some more treasure with the Manicore, because right now, got a long way to go to get that thing paid for. So, and now with these other detectors coming out, I'm going to want those. Yeah, maybe I should just start selling my body, you know? So something I'm putting out there. I got a metal detector habit. It's bad. So anyway, those are just some thoughts this week and some updates. Like I said before, if you're going to be in Dallas, North Texas, if you're going to be in the United States and you have the capability to travel to Dallas or North Texas, sign up for the Golden Triangle Hunt. I'll put that information in the description. Golden Triangle Explorer Society Open Hunt. It's going to be in December 13th, I think. And it'll be a good time. Be a real good time. And I'll be there. That's not what'll make it good, but it will make it infinitely better if I am there. You know, because that's what I do. I make things better. Oh my God, it's like a 20-minute long walk and talk. I've gone on too long. I'll look at my analytics and it'll be like everything. People quit watching within the first 30 seconds anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. As always, if you email me at igetthattreasure@gmail.com, I will send you some stickers or whatever swag I have at the time, free of charge. And look, let's face it, Get That Treasure stickers, cool. Who is anti Get That Treasure? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. Anyway, if you get out this weekend, I hope you get that treasure. I'll let you guys know how I do with this hunt, the Lone Star hunt. I'll go ahead and give you a secret. I'm gonna do well. Your boy is a savage. Anyway, get that treasure. And as always, thank you so much for watching.